stop. Before you even think about bringing that scruffy, adorable puppy home, you need to hear this. Most people see the Border Terrier's cute face and assume they're getting a calm, low-maintenance lapdog. They are wrong. Thousands of these dogs end up in shelters because owners didn't understand what they were signing up for. This isn't just a breed overview, it's a reality check. If you skip this, you might make a 15-year mistake you'll regret. Here are the top 10 things you must know, starting right now. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The Escape Artist. Border Terriers are not just dogs, they are Houdinis in fur coats. You might think your fenced backyard is secure, but a border sees it differently. They don't just dig, they tunnel with military precision. And if they can't go under, they will climb. I've seen owners stunned to find their secure dog sitting on top of a 6-foot chain link fence looking down at them. This isn't rare behavior, it's instinct. If you leave them unsupervised for 10 minutes, you might spend the next 10 hours searching the neighborhood. You need to reinforce your perimeter like it's a prison, or your new best friend will vanish. Are you actually ready to build a fortress? Number 9. The Prey Drive. You might think you can train the hunt out of a hunting dog. With a Border Terrier, you'd be betting against genetics. These dogs were bred to bolt foxes and hunt vermin. And that switch doesn't turn off because they live in the suburbs. If a squirrel, cat, or even a hamster moves fast, your Border Terrier will react instantly. It's not aggression, it's a biological imperative. I know owners who can never let their dog off leash in open spaces because the moment a rabbit darts, the dog goes deaf to commands. If you dream of leisurely off-leash strolls in the park with a dog that hangs on your every word, this breed might break your heart. Number 8. Grooming is deceptive. People look at that wiry coat and think, great, low maintenance. But that's a massive misconception. That scruffy look actually requires a very specific, labor-intensive process called hand stripping. You can't just shave them down with clippers like a poodle. Doing so ruins the texture of their coat and removes its weather-resistant properties, leaving them soft and vulnerable to dirt. Hand stripping involves pulling out the dead hair by the root. It sounds painful, but done right, it isn't. However, it is time-consuming and expensive if you hire a pro. If you ignore it, you'll end up with a shedding mess. Are you prepared to learn this craft or pay big money every few months to maintain that effortless look? Number 7. High energy output. Don't let the small size fool you into thinking this is an apartment lounger. The Border Terrier has an engine that doesn't quit. They aren't hyperactive like a Jack Russell, but they possess an endless stamina that can wear you down. A 20-minute walk around the block, that's barely a warm-up. They need serious physical engagement and mental stimulation every single day. Without it, that energy turns destructive. We're talking chewed baseboards, excavated sofas, and incessant pacing. They were built to run alongside horses all day, literally. If your idea of a weekend is binge-watching TV without moving, your Border Terrier will make your life miserable until you get up and move. Number 6. Strong-willed independence. There is a huge difference between a dog that is smart and a dog that is obedient. Border Terriers are incredibly smart, but they use that intelligence to serve their own agenda and not yours. They are independent thinkers. If you ask a border to sit, they might do it, or they might look at you and decide there's nothing in it for them. This isn't stupidity, it's calculation. Training requires patience, consistency, and a sense of humor. They don't respond well to harsh correction. They'll just shut down or dig their heels in. If you want a robot dog that obeys every command instantly just to please you, you are looking at the wrong breed entirely. Number 5. The social butterfly. Here's a flip side you might not expect. Despite their independence, they hate being alone. They are intensely social creatures who bond deeply with their family. This sounds sweet until you realize it means you have a shadow. They want to be where the action is, whether that's the kitchen, the car, or the bathroom. Separation anxiety is a very real, very loud issue with this breed. If you work 10 hours a day and plan to leave them in a crate, you will come home to a distressed, panicked animal. They thrive in homes where someone is around. If your lifestyle keeps you away for long stretches, getting a Border Terrier is unfair to the dog. Number 4. Not a guard dog. If you are looking for protection, keep looking. While they will bark to alert you that someone is at the door, that is where the security detail ends. A burglar breaking into your house is more likely to be licked to death than bitten. They generally love people, strangers included. This friendliness is one of their best traits, but it can be a shock if you expect terrier feistiness to translate to defense. They might act tough through a window, but face-to-face, they are usually charming little diplomats. Don't rely on them for safety, rely on them for a welcoming committee. If you need a dog that intimidates, the Border Terrier is comically unqualified for the job. Number 3. The chewing phase. Puppy chewing is normal. Border Terrier chewing is industrial demolition. Their jaws are surprisingly strong for their size, capable of crushing bone, or your favorite heels. This phase lasts longer than with many other breeds, often extending well past the 1-year mark. It's not just teething, it's a way they interact with the world when they are bored. I've heard horror stories of seatbelts chewed through in the time it took to run into a gas station. You have to be hyper-vigilant with puppy proofing. If you value your furniture and don't want to live in a house where everything is hidden on high shelves, you need to be ready for some serious management. Number 2. Voice of their own. Border Terriers aren't yappy in the traditional sense, but they are vocal. They possess a range of sounds that is honestly bizarre. They whine, they grumble, they talk. And when they do bark, it is a sharp, piercing sound designed to be heard from underground. They will alert you to everything. The mailman, a leaf blowing across the driveway, or a ghost only they can see. If you live in a condo with thin walls, your neighbors are going to hate you. It's hard to train this out of them because it's their job to announce things. Do you appreciate a quiet home? Because silence is a luxury you lose with a border. Number 1. The health gamble. We saved the most critical point for last because it involves heartbreak. Generally, borders are healthy, hardy dogs. However, they are prone to a specific, terrifying condition called canine epileptoid cramping syndrome, CECS, sometimes called Spike's disease. It looks like a seizure but isn't quite the same, and it's often linked to diet and gluten intolerance. It is difficult to diagnose and stressful to manage. Furthermore, they can suffer from heart defects and cataracts. This is why buying from a reputable breeder who tests their stock is non-negotiable. If you try to save money by buying a cheap puppy, you could be buying thousands of dollars in vet bills and years of emotional trauma. So, guys, the Border Terrier is a charismatic, affectionate, and hilarious companion, but they are absolutely not for everyone. They require a specific type of owner, one with patience, energy, and a secure fence. If you can handle the grooming, the escapes, and the independence, you'll have a loyal friend for life. But if you were hoping for an easy lapdog, please reconsider. If this video saved you from a mistake or confirmed your choice, drop a comment below. What's the one trait that worries you most? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest breed breakdowns.